Welcome back. It's still the morning brief right here on Channels Television. We're staying very much with the subject of security. And from Kogi State, let's head over now to Kwara State as we speak with residents of some of the communities, Eruku community to be precise, in Ekiti local government area, where 38 worshippers were kidnapped and they have been released. But of course, a number of people also died in that attack. Joining us now is Mr. Shola Daniel. He's a leader, Eruku community, in Eruku community, Kwara State. Good morning, sir. Thank you for joining us on the morning brief.
Good morning. The community is pronounced Eruku.
Eruku. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Eruku community in Ekiti local government area. First of all, let's get to know the state of mind and indeed families of those who were kidnapped. How are they faring now? And of course, perhaps you want to establish for us the exact number of persons that died in that attack, and let's get to know how families of the affected are doing.
Yeah. If you will quickly allow me to do a quick run through the genesis of the banditry that we are experiencing in Nigeria today. In 1980-81, a sect grew up in Kano. They were called Meitasine. When they were evicted, they moved to Bauchi. From Bauchi, they moved to Gombe. From Gombe, they moved to Yola. And from Yola, they moved to Maiduguri, to a community called Bulunkutu. They were led then by a man called Mama Yusufu. And when this man was arrested 3 times, and each time a prominent Nigerian bailed him. The 3rd time, he was invited to police, to the government house. And as he was to go out, it was broad daylight. He was in shorts. The man was shot dead. And then his followers were also attacked at Bulunkutu where they were. And that was when they moved to Sambisa forest. From there, they were somehow like they were neglected. Nobody thought they could be anything. But they rapidly grew to a force that launched out to various parts of the northern states. And that is what the country is grappling with right now. And if I can please add, during the twilight of the last president, one of the governors in the north said from Senegal to Cameroon that the Fulanis there, Nigeria belonged to them, that they should come. And no doubt, many of them answered that call and came into Nigeria in droves, particularly the north. And that is what we are still grappling with in the country right now. To come back to your question, I've been giving you this background for you to understand what is confronting Nigeria. On 18th of November, 38 people were abducted from Christ Apostolic Church, where a revival, 21 days revival service was going on. That Tuesday was the 3rd day, and 3 people were shot dead on the spot. I think that's the background you're asking for.
Yes, go ahead, sir.
Yeah, okay. We thank God the government on the 19th, that was on the Wednesday, the following day, the governor, Malam Abdurazak, was in Eruku. He left the community at about 6:45 in the evening. The commissioner of police was there. The DSS boss also was there. And we thank God they swung into action immediately, and all the 38 people who were abducted were released on 23rd, that is Sunday, 23rd of November. And as I speak to you now, the government is still taking care of these people because some of them were traumatized. Some were very weak by the time they came back. I mean, they are still in Ilorin right now. But the community is indeed grateful to the government for the good care they are receiving so far. Thank you.
All right, sir. Thank you for that background. Although some of the things that you submitted in your narrative may have to be verified, but what may be undeniable, may be debatable, is the fact that perhaps there is a challenge of extremism in Nigeria's north and indeed in some other parts of the country, which some northern leaders have acknowledged and addressed in different fora. Talk to us now about what your observations are about the security, the provision of security in terms of infrastructure and men on ground in Eruku and in other parts of Kwara State, neighboring towns to Eruku.
Yes, the government, immediately the governor visited Eruku. The following day, a military detachment was sent to the community. Also, military policemen were sent in to ameliorate the fears that people are experiencing. But to tell you the truth, most of the people who have relatives who could afford to move them out of the community temporarily have done so, because just about a week after our own, another community in our local government called Isapa was attacked, and their community leader confirmed to me that 11 people were adopted. And I think, but I spoke to him yesterday, and he said there has been no news about them so far. Thank you.
I'm wondering, sir, there's always a catch, and there's always maybe a vulnerability that is being seen for these abductors or these terrorists, as we call them, to strike. So what do you think is making places like Eruku prone to this surge of attacks? Are there resources there? Is there maybe ungoverned spaces? What exactly, from your own observation as somebody who comes from there?
Yes, look, Eruku is a contiguous, location-wise. We are at the boundary of Kogi State that Honorable Fanwo spoke about. Also, Ekiti State. We also have a boundary with them. We have vast forest land, some extending as much as 40 miles, 40 kilometers, So the forest is such a place that these people can hide there and grow gradually. Apparently, the community, we have hunters, we also have vigilantes who have been up and doing. They try to comb the forest, but it's the task is overwhelming. There was a time not long ago, the bandits entered the outskirts of the community. Somebody has a ranch. They went and roasted the cattle they saw there. And when the vigilante tried to catch up with them, in the course of the ambush, the vigilantes and set fire on their truck that got burnt completely. So these are the major problem that we have. And apparently the community has been doing very well in the area of farming, multiple products. It may interest you to know that trucks come from as far as Niger to load farm produce, particularly yams. At this time, right from about August, until it's supposed to continue up to, even beyond now. But because of the security challenges, they no longer come to load farm produce from there. In addition, just as a rider, what Honorable Fanwo mentioned, the state of the federal road is in a deplorable situation. Right from Umuaran, there are so many spots where even somebody trekking will be faster than you. We thank God the governor told us that the road has been, construction has been awarded by the federal government. We are praying that this will come to fruition, because we have had this several times when Honorable, so in the past government, the same thing we've had, that road was going to be fixed, but nothing happened. We pray that this very one will be a reality, because if the roads are free and good and motorable, the bandits will find it very difficult to waylay people on the road. But before now, the issue of kidnapping on that road is a continuum.
I want you to state to us clearly about the security situation, because there have been proposals for troops to be stationed in Eruku, Ekiti local government area, and indeed in other areas like Ifelodun that was under attack prior to Ekiti local government area. What are your observations about the presence of security, either be it members of the armed forces or police infrastructure in your local government area and indeed in other local government areas?
Well, I must be frank with you, the presence of the military in the community right now has not made much difference, because on daily basis, farmers have to go to their farms. Just about 3-4 days ago, it was reported that some farmers were attacked on the farm. Some ran away, but I think one person up to now is still unaccounted for. So, in a situation like that, the fear of the unknown will continue to make things very difficult for the farmers. And the military men are reported to say that they've not been asked to go into the bush. And even if they ask them to go to the bush, how many farmers can they follow to their farms?
All right. And
how armed can they be to be able to confront bandits who are armed to the teeth?
All right.
So these are my observations.
All right. Let's quickly take it to Mr. Abduganiu Ajala, leader Ukiode descendants in Kwara State. Mr. Ajala, good morning and thank you for joining us on the program. Can you hear me?
Good morning to you.
Yes, finally. Thank you for joining us on the program.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. Your community is in Ifelodun local government area that was under attack prior to the one reported in Eruku, in Ekiti local government area. Talk to us about how Ifelodun is faring now in terms of security.
Well, we thank God for everything, because life being what it is, whatever that happens to you, you have to be grateful to God, Almighty God. Well, the thing happened as that was September 28th, early in the evening of that date. People, as far as we didn't even expect it to happen, although people are prepared at the initial stage, because before that time, there was it also it occurred at Babala, very close to Okiode. And the government on its own, the government take an appropriate action by deploying military men to that area. But somewhere along the line, the military were withdrawn.
Yes, Mr. Ajala, go ahead. Oh yeah, we seem to be having challenges with the network. We hope Mr. Ajala returns to conclude his statements. But as we wind down now, Mr. Daniel, talk to us about what your observations are about, what seems to be fueling the emergence of banditry in Kwara State at the moment and in neighboring Kogi State, and what you believe the interventions of government should be in terms of security, as we wind down very quickly.
The attention of the government, because we know that these people, these bandits.
Mr. Ajala, are you back with us? All right, we'll find time, to capture Mr. Ajala's comments. But Mr. Daniel, if you got my question, very quickly in 60 seconds, government's intervention.
Yeah, government intervention is making a difference. But like I mentioned before, it's we can call it palliative, because for example, now by January, farmers will start harvesting cashew, which are grown in very large farms in our place. Some farms are located about 3 kilometers from the community. For any farmer to go alone to the farm, it's risking his or her life. So these are ongoing problems that we envisage that is very, very difficult to answer.
All right. We do empathize with residents of Kwara State and indeed Kogi State and in every other part of Nigeria that is currently under attack. And we hope that the measures put in place by the government will bring about an enduring solution, indeed solutions to these challenges, such that Nigerians can live in peace and in harmony. We must thank you very much, Mr. Shola Daniel, a leader in Eruku community, Ekiti local government area. Thank you for joining us on this segment. And Mr. Ajala, our apologies, we were unable to take your participation sufficiently, but we hope for another opportunity. Mr. Ajala is a leader, Okiode descendants in Ifelodu local government area. Thank you, gentlemen, for coming on the program.
Thank you.
We'll take a moment now. When we return, we'll continue with our conversation on security. This time, we'll be looking at the outcomes of the meeting of the Northern Governors Forum, which took place yesterday. So stay with us. We'll be right back.